Rebounding is an incredible practice to add into your midlife fitness routine. Whether you've never worked out a day in your life before and you're looking to get started, you've done some stuff, but you feel like you're looking for a routine that you can stick to, or you're a fitness pro in midlife and you're looking to take it to the next level, this is definitely the tool for you. Hi, my name is Hope Savara. Today I'm on the BT4 Rebounder. And I'm on a 40-inch, which is a little bit smaller than the rebounders I've used previously, but there's a reason why I love a 40-inch rebounder. Not only if you're in a small space like an apartment, you have a small living room, maybe you are a little bit older, or maybe moving things is difficult, it's definitely a lot lighter, easy to lift, easy to move, easy to work on. But another reason that the 40-inch FED Fitness Rebounder is such a great one is because when you're on a slightly smaller surface, it's going to help you increase core awareness, help you improve balance and coordination because there's less surface area. So if you're new to rebounding, sometimes starting with a smaller rebounder can actually be more beneficial for you in the long run. One of the also reasons I love the FED Rebounder is because you actually get to change and adjust your resistance. This is something really unique to them. And so I'm on the, I guess, lightest or kind of beginner level resistance right now. And then they also have a green bungee resistance band. You can mix and match them as well. So you can create up to 6 or more types or levels of resistance simply by adjusting how many of the black to the green resistance cords that you use. Another reason why I love this rebounder so much is because all of the metal pieces are all coated and covered. So you're not going to be hearing that clinking or clanking that sometimes happens on some rebounders when the metal is exposed on the bungees. And so I'm going to be working out on this rebounder today, and I will include all the information in the video below so you can check it out for yourself. But here, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to get started with opening our lymphatic drainage points. Remember, always, 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 before you do any type of rebounder fitness, any type of vibration plate fitness, you are always opening your terminus and your other lymphatic drainage points. Because we're working on the rebounder and it's going to start moving lymph, you have to have somewhere for that lymph to drain to and recycle itself. Otherwise, you're just moving sludge, and that sludge is not going anywhere. So let's get started with that first. We're going to come to our clavicle and take your first 2 fingers, cross your arms, and you're going to lightly rub above and below the clavicle. And just do this about 10 times. Remembering that lymph is superficial, you do not need to dig deep. This is not a deep tissue massage. Once you've done that, take your fingers, hike your shoulders, and just pump above that clavicle, or sometimes called the collarbone. And we want to make sure it's more pit-like, not puffy. So if it's puffy, you probably have some backing up in your lymphatic system, which is another reason why we want to open up these points. And then just do the same thing below it as well. Once you've done that, take your fingers, cuff it into the armpit, thumb on the front, and you're going to pump up with your fingers while drawing some circles on the front of your kind of outer chest shoulder area, and do that about 10 times. This is a great one, really important for breast health for women, and a lot of our drainage that comes in our chest and through our face comes down and drains into that area as well. Now let's take our first 2 fingers, and you're going to find that little soft indent right below the jaw and the earlobe, and just draw some tiny circles there, again about 10 times. This is important to open up the lymphatic system, which is in your face. So if you get facial swelling, this is essential. And then I like to take my first 2 fingers in front and behind the ears, and I'm just going to do small circles going up and down the ear, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times, just to increase drainage in the face. And if you want to wipe down the neck, you can. Let's go to the back of the head. So the occipital bone is here. You're going to place your fingers on both sides of the neck, right up against the occipital bone, and on each side of the spine. You're going to knead and nod the head as you work both sides of the neck, and do that about 8 to 10 times. Nice deep breathing. Once you've done that, let's find the diaphragm area. So start at your navel and you're going to work all the way up to your sternum. That same pumping action we did at the clavicle and in the armpit. And so you're just going to pump up all the way to the sternum. Now, if you've seen this done before, sometimes people will just do one point. Here's the deal though. Our bodies are not textbook. So your major lymph node might be right above the belly button while someone else's may be higher. So I like to work this whole area, and remembering we have other tiny lymph nodes as well covering our body. And so let's just get them all. All right, once you've done that, in the groin, so we want to open the groin to drain the legs. So if you get puffy ankles, puffy knees, you feel like you have swelling in the legs, that's like, it's not fat, but it's not going away. In order to move that, you have to open up the hips. It's not necessarily a leg problem. Sometimes it's a pelvic problem. So let's pop the booty back. Same thing, I'm going to pump up in my groin and then go into my hip bones, kind of into my abdomen. And just do this like 3 or 4 times. Again, you don't have to do this hard. We're not digging. There's nothing to dig here. We just want to wake up that lymph. If you want to give it a little pat, this also works if this is easier for you. And then behind the knee. So on the hamstring, kind of the pit of the knee, we're just at the very bottom is going to be where our lymph node point here is for drainage. And so I like to strike up behind the entire knee, because the meridians in our body, if you're familiar with Chinese medicine, also run very closely where some of these lymphatic drainage points are. I like to get all of them. And you have a bladder and a liver meridian that run through the inside of the leg as well. Let's do both. Keep that breathing going. We're going to need it throughout our whole workout today. Okay, and then our elbows. And you're ready to get started. Today we're going to be doing standing work, and we're also going to sit on the rebounder for a little bit of core work as well. So feel free to move and flow as it feels comfortable for you. I am going to set my timer. One of the reasons why I love this rebounder so much is if you're using the handlebar and the support bar, it has an awesome phone attachment as well, so you can watch me and follow along. I'm going to be using that to help me set my timer today, so that we can follow along. 60 seconds of work. I know that's a lot, but you're going to get through it. 10-minute workout, 5-minute interval change. So we're going to change within 5 seconds, and we're going to have 60 seconds of work. So it's going to be an awesome 10-minute workout. Let's get started. So here we go. And when you're ready, we're going to start with a health bounce. So feet are going to stay connected the entire time. If you want to keep your arms up here by your chest, you can. If you'd rather keep your hands down on your hips, if that's going to help you have better pelvic alignment and stability, absolutely do that. I'm working at more of a beginner level today. My feet aren't going to leave the rebounder in this health bounce or in any of the movements today. And you'll notice again, because I'm on a 40-inch, my feet are about a little bit more than hips distance, but I'm nearly to the edge of the rebounder, which is kind of nice because it feels tighter, okay? I feel like I have a little bit more control of the bounce than I do if I'm on a slightly larger surface. We have 15 counts. Stay with me. Next one, we're going to stay with a health bounce. Your legs are going to feel this by the end. And we're going to start with a single arm sweep. So a little bit of some qigong movements circled in here. Here we go. Stay with the health bounce. And we're going to bring our arm up and back, up and back, up and back, up and back. So I'm keeping that health bouncing going. Squeeze the glutes. Let's engage the core so that pelvic floor is pulling up as I'm opening and sweeping. So notice when I'm sweeping the arm, I'm actually opening the chest to that side, okay? So I want to make sure I get good shoulder girdle movement and mobility here. Stay with me. Nice deep inhalation, nice deep exhalation. Notice how my knees are staying bent the whole time. Now, if this gets tiresome for you, take a break. Just do the arm movement. you're still going to be moving lymph. But if you want that full body activation, you're going to stay with me in this health bounce. 5 seconds, then you get a little break. Okay, next one is a torso twist with a health bounce. Here we go. Bend the knees, arms up at the chest height, and we're going to be twisting. Twist the body. Keep that lower body health bounce going. This is where you start to realize that working on a vibration plate, working on a rebounder, both of them, is a full body workout. Every muscle in your body is working. My legs right now are on fire. My glutes are engaging. My core is engaging. I feel my shoulders. You get everything and the benefit of lymph work. Stay with me. 15 counts. You've come this far. We're not giving up now. Five, four, three, two, one. Let's take a break. All right, next one is a chest opener. This is our last one in a health bounce here for this sequence. Chest opens, chest closes. Chest opens, push your tailbone back. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, hug your heart. Inhale. You can hear my heavy breathing. This is why working on a rebounder is incredible for heart health. It is an amazing cardio activity, and you're still getting that really good muscle building. I am not a runner. I run when bears chase me, and so you can do the math there. Don't run a lot, but this gets my cardio. This gets my fix. This gets my heart rate up. All right, 15 seconds. It's our last health bounce here. Don't give up now. Three, two, one. Okay. Next one is we're going to do a jump to toe touch. So I'm going to be bringing one leg up. You have two options. I'm going to bring leg up. Actually, it's alternating. Sorry about that. Leg up. Woo. Leg up, leg up, leg up, leg up, or knee, 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 knee. You don't like that? Do one side, hold on to the handlebar, and then switch and do the other side. You can turn around. So you choose which works for you. Don't like that? Again, go back to the knee. As you can see, I am working out with you. So not every jump is going to be perfect for me. Not every step is going to be perfect for me, but that is real life. That is real fitness. It sometimes takes me, when I'm working on a rebounder, a little bit to get the coordination down. So if you are a little uncoordinated like me, it takes me a second, and that's okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, high knee crunch. Here we go, hands behind the head. Bend in the knees, crunch, crunch. Let there be a little bit of a bounce there. You're just letting your leg spring back up. Squeeze the glutes, engage the obliques. Don't pull the elbows down, okay? We're going wide with the knees. You go as fast or as slow as you want. One of the things I personally like as I get older about rebounding is the coordination factor. I am not very coordinated. And so routines are hard for me to follow with dance. If I go to a workout class that's heavy choreography, it's like the pat your head, rub your belly. So we're going to figure this out together. We're going to work out together. We're going to look silly together. And we are going to get fit together. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next one is a curtsey bounce. Use the bar if you need to. Down and bounce. So feel free to use the support. Otherwise, arms at genie style, or to keep the heart rate high, bring the arms overhead. Squeeze the glutes down towards the tailbone. Keep the toes and knees pointing out. Belly in. We're not dropping the belly forward. We're staying in that plie or that curtsy-like look. Okay, 30 seconds. I am loving the resistance on this rebounder right now. And I'm on the lightest resistance, you guys. I'm not even using the green bungees. And this is just fire. 5 seconds. You're doing great. All right. We're going to go down for our core bounce. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. Option 1, hold on to the side of your rebounder. Option 2, arms are out at your sides. Keep your chest lifted. We're not hunching and rounding. If that's happening, you hold on. If your quads are screaming, welcome to the thigh work. Don't like that? Put one foot down, count to about 10, then switch. But we can do anything together for a minute, okay? That feeling of burning, there's your muscles working. You are alive and kicking, my friend. This is what it means to change your avatar. This is what it means to change your body frame. You want different, you have to do different. And sometimes that means you have to do hard. And this is hard, but not impossible. Stay with me, lift your chest. Last couple seconds, lift the arms, 2 and 1. Okay, nice job. Let's come up, forward bend, bounce. Either hands on the bar and bend forward, and you're just going to be here, or hands on the edge of the trampoline, lean into the shoulders. So my weight is in my arms like a handstand. It's not back in my feet, okay? It's almost like you're trying to lift off. Now pull the belly in like you're hanging over a fence. Squeeze the glutes and lean into your arms. Need to bend your knees more? Feel free to bend your knees more to make that connection with the trampoline. Otherwise, hands on your support bar. Stay with me. We are almost to the end, my friend. Don't give up. Remember, hard or challenging does not mean impossible. This is 10 minutes. You can do this. Okay, up slow. We're going to end with a health bounce. Here we go. Feet a little bit wider, and let's bounce. Let's open, squeeze the shoulders, hands together. Open, squeeze the shoulders, hands together. Great job today. Thank you for working out alongside of me. If you're new to Rebounding Fitness, welcome. And if you are along for the ride, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this routine. And also inspire somebody else in the comments below to keep moving their body. Never, ever too old to get on a rebounder and start moving your body and changing your life. 7 seconds. Stay with me. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I want to thank you so much for moving your body today along with me on the BCAN trampoline rebounder. I hope you enjoyed this workout. If you want to know more about this specific rebounder, I'm going to leave that in the comments below, as well as the description of this video. And until next time, keep moving your body, because every movement matters. Every movement counts, because you, my friend, matter and count. We'll see you again.